14 Secrets to Become Better at Small Talk. Have you ever greeted someone and not know what to say after that? Or worse, when you find yourself at a gathering, a party, or a social event, surrounded by strangers, and you feel a sense of awkwardness and unease, not knowing what to do, or who to talk to? If these sounds familiar, then you probably want to watch this. When you meet someone for the first time, in order to make them feel comfortable and welcome, you have to master small talk. In this video, we'll uncover 14 easy ways to become better at small talk. Secret number 1. Make a mood match. Small talk is not about facts or words. Small talk is about putting people at ease by first matching their mood. Have you ever been relaxing when some overexcited, hot-breathed colleague starts pounding you with questions? Or when you're late, rushing to a meeting, when an associate stops you and starts lazily narrating a long story? No matter how interesting the tale is, you don't want to hear it now. That's why, the first step in starting a conversation is to match your listener's mood, only for a sentence or two. Listen to them to detect his or her state of mind. Look at their expression to see if they look buoyant, bored, or drunk. Then match their mood and voice tone for a moment. If you ever want to bring people around to your thoughts, you must match their mood and voice tone, if only for a moment. Secret number 2. Speak with passion. What is a good opening line when you meet someone? The truth is, it doesn't really matter. It's never about what you say, it's how you say it. As long as it puts people at ease by sounding sincere and passionate. For example, in early 1943, after the attack on Pearl Harbor at a time when there were rumors of Japanese spies, Hayakawa, who was a college president and U.S. Senator of Japanese origin, had to wait several hours in a railroad station in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. He noticed others waiting in the station were staring at him suspiciously. One couple with a small child was staring with uneasiness and whispering to each other. To set them at ease, he said to the husband that it was too bad the train should be late on so cold a night. The man agreed. Hayakawa went on to remark that it must be especially difficult to travel with a small child in winter when train schedules were so uncertain. Again, the husband agreed. He then asked the child's age and remarked that their child looked very big and strong for his age. Again agreement, this time with a slight smile. The tension was relaxing. There was more to the conversation, but the result was, within 10 minutes they had invited Hayakawa, whom they initially may have suspected was a Japanese spy, to visit them sometime in their city and have dinner in their home. All because Hayakawa delivered his sentiments with sincerity and passion. No matter how ordinary your opening line sounds, an empathetic mood, a positive demeanor, and passionate delivery will make you sound exciting. Secret number 3. Carry the unusual. Whenever you go to a gathering, wear or carry something unusual to give people who'd like to approach you an excuse to approach. It can be anything unusual, a unique pin, an interesting purse, a strange tie, or an amusing hat. Any object that draws people's attention and inspires them to approach you and ask, what's that? Secret number 4. Ask the host to make the introduction. This technique is pretty straightforward. If you see someone you'd like to talk to at a party or an event, simply ask the party giver to make the introduction, or ask for a few facts that you can immediately turn into icebreakers. For example, you could say, "That woman over there looks interesting. Who is she?" Then ask for an introduction. Don't be hesitant. If you don't want to pull the party giver away from his or her other guests, you could simply ask for just enough information to launch you. Find out about the stranger's jobs, interests, and hobbies. Something that you could turn into icebreakers. Secret number 5. Eavesdrop in. At parties, stand near the group of people you wish to infiltrate. Then wait for a word or two you can use as a wedge to break into the group. For example, you could say, "I couldn't help overhearing your discussion of Bermuda. I'm going there next month for the first time. Any suggestions?" Now you are in the circle and you're part of the conversation. Secret number 6. Never the naked city. Whenever someone asks you, "Where are you from?" never, ever, give just a one-word answer. Give the communicator something to conversationally nibble on. All it takes is an extra sentence or two about your city, some interesting fact, or some witty observation to hook the asker into the conversation. When they say something clever in response to your bait, they think you're a great conversationalist. Secret number 7. Never the naked job. When asked the inevitable, "What do you do?" don't toss a short answer in response. Flesh it out. For example, if you're talking with a young mother, you could say, "I'm an attorney. Our firm specializes in employment law. In fact, now I'm involved in a case where a company actually discharged a woman for taking extra maternity leave that was a medical necessity." A mother can relate to that. Don't just toss short answers in response, throw out some delicious facts about your job for new acquaintances to munch on. Secret number 8. Never the naked introduction. Most people introduce their friends to each other with naked names and expect the conversation to happen. And the fault lies with the person who introduced the two. When introducing people, don't throw out an unbaited hook. Bait the conversational hook to get them in the swim of things. Then you're free to stay or float on to the next networking opportunity. Here's an example. "Susan, I'd like you to meet John. John has a wonderful boat we took a trip on last summer. John, this is Susan Smith. Susan is editor-in-chief of Shoestring Gourmet magazine." Padding the introduction gives Susan the opportunity to ask what kind of boat John has or where the group went. It gives John an opening to discuss his love of writing or cooking. Secret number 9. Be a word detective. Listen to your conversation partner's every word for clues to his or her preferred topic. Be on the lookout for any unusual references, anomaly, deviation, digression, or invocation of another place, time, person. Ask about it because it's the clue to what your conversation partner would really enjoy discussing. For example, if someone mentions playing squash and you happen to share that passion, you could go, "Oh, you're a squasher too." And even if you're not passionate about that topic, you could still talk about it because it's a clue that your conversation partner enjoys that topic. Secret number 10. Aim the spotlight away from you. When you meet someone, imagine a giant revolving spotlight between you. When you're talking, the spotlight is on you. When the new person is speaking, it's shining on him or her. The longer you keep it shining away from you, the more interesting he or she finds you. Truly confident people often do this. They know they grow more by listening than talking. Secret number 11. Repeat the last few words. Like a parrot, simply repeat the last few words your conversation partner says. That puts the ball right back in his or her court, and then all you need to do is listen. This technique is a powerful tool for salespeople as it can be used to determine customers' real objection and reveal what they're really looking for. For example, John expressed interest in buying a sensible car. Paul, who is a used car salesman, was showing him every sensible Chevy and Ford on the lot. John says, "I'm not sure this car is right for me." Paul parroted, "Right for you?" "I'm not sure it fits my personality," John mumbled. "Fits your personality?" Paul parroted again. "Maybe I need something a little more sporty," said John. "A little more sporty?" Paul parroted. "Those cars over there look a little more sporty," said John. By the end of that conversation, Paul sold John a Lamborghini and pocketed a big fat commission. Secret number 12. Encore. Encore is what appreciative audiences chant when they want another song from the singer, another dance from the dancer, or another poem from the poet. This is a technique you can use to request a repeat story from a prospect, potential employer, or valued acquaintance. For example, when you and your friend, Susan, are chatting with a group of people, you could simply turn to her and say, "Susan, tell everyone that story you just told me of how you rescued the kitten from the tree." Whenever you're at a meeting or party with someone important to you, think of some stories he or she told you. Choose an appropriate one that the crowd will enjoy. Then shine the spotlight by requesting a repeat performance. Secret number 13. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. This technique is straightforward. When first meeting someone, accentuate the positives. Tell them something positive about yourself and leave the embarrassing stories behind. Do not pull out skeletons of the past with a new friend. Secret number 14. The latest news. The last move to make before leaving for the party is to turn on the radio news or scan your newspaper. Anything that happened today is good material. Knowing the big deal news of the moment is a defensive move to ensure that you're conversationally prepared, no matter what crowd you're circulating in. Small talk is the first crucial step towards becoming a dynamic conversationalist and a great communicator. With these 14 techniques, not only will you become better at small talk, you will also be able to melt the hearts of the people you touch. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on my next video.